welcome back to the second half of Fated Worlds Lady Blackbird.
Nice. Yeah, and I think we're in the middle of doing our refreshment seats, and I think this is these seats are going to span getting to Haven, which is the next stop of the journey. Where you're going to need to refuel Val. So your scenes don't have to be on the ship. They can also be like exploring Haven and finding out what that place is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So who wants to go next?
Do all the scenes have to be with each person?
They just have to be with another person.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
It's a way of exploring who you are and your relationship with each other.
Yeah. I think my scene's going to be with Kale.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be in like the engine room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have like a punching bag there. And like Kale's holding it for me
Mm-hmm.
while I'm talking to her and like punching it,
Yeah.
I'm angry because of what just happened. Like in front of Lady Blackburn, I missed that guy's chin. And I've been sitting there like, just like, Kale, look, first, I want to just apologize for messing up your name. I mean, like, she gets under my skin, you don't understand. Like,
It's okay, Captain.
I've seen a girl like her before, you know what I'm saying?
Nice, Captain.
Talk to me, Kale. Come on now. I mean, like, don't be like this. I mean, you're place in the ship. You know, you worked really hard. You saved my butt back there.
Well, I saved everyone's butt, but yeah, that's fair. I don't know, Captain. You don't really know this lady, and she seems gotta be honest with you. I gotta be real. She's got other interests in her heart right now. I just think it's just a bad time for you to be as distracted as you have been lately with the capture and all. Where were you when we got struck by those Imperials, by the way? I tried to comms your room and you didn't answer?
All right, Kale. Can't say anything. I mean, I got this little peephole that I put in the shower.
Oh God, Captain, I don't, nope, I don't. Thanks,
you know what? I'm sorry. I don't need to. I mean, like, Kale. I'm just saying, like, I haven't met a. Look, I'm not.
I understand, Captain. It's been a while since Lorraine, and it's understandable.
I'm sorry I failed you. And Snargle got hurt. And it's messing me up inside. I shouldn't have let it get to me like that. I'm usually better than this, and I feel like I failed
Captain. No, you didn't fail us. It's always just another day in the life, as we say. It's fine. So, I mean, I obviously know. How did you get involved in this anyways? It seems like, I mean, do you two have a history? Is she like your former love?
No.
I mean, have you, like, not to be crude about it, but did you date before?
Kale,
Were you also one of her betrothed?
I was a soldier. I worked for the Imperial scum. That arrested me so many times. Been from port to port and never seen all kinds of ladies from every color, every shape.
You're punching and I'm just like behind him like
and I'm just like, and I never seen someone as pretty as her, when it just got to me. I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait, hold up this as like a little thing. It's like just holding it there. Yes, I understand. It's sometimes it's something unknown that attracts people to each other.
I know where I found you. Like, I mean, I know you weren't always beggar on the street. What happened? What got you there, boss?
I think you should call it boss. Just one of those things. Yeah, your parents want one thing for you, you want something else. They win. You go to school. You drop out. Maybe there's some gambling involved. Maybe you have to not be on a planet for a little bit. Your funds are locked, and you're disowned, and then you find a new job, and it's what you've always wanted. But you've done right by me, so what can I say? You're my captain. That's all I need to know.
You always got a home here, KL. Whatever I can do to get you back on your feet and where you want to go. I know this is not what your dreaming is, but...
Oh, it's okay. I got to be honest with you. I get to learn, in school, they didn't really let you get a lot of the in-the-field training. So this is a lot more, let's just say I'm learning faster than I think I would have there. So I appreciate that.
All right. I think the scene ends there.
Yeah. No, I think it's like, all right, now it's your turn to hold it. And I cast a spell, and the whole thing just poofs up in sand and fluff.
Not again.
Yeah, but this time it's like more concentrated. Like you have the end bits, but the middle part just exploded outwards. And I'm like, all right, yeah. And I'm like, thanks, Captain. And I pat you on the shoulder, and like a puff of dust comes up. And I'm like, good talking. Head off to my room. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Kale, if you want to, we can treat that as a refreshment scene for you as well, unless you have someone else you want to talk to.
I think I go talk to the lady of the ship.
I did mention that we should talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like somebody wrapped a whole big sheet around like that hanging off, and I put my hood back and straighten up my hair. I need the whole check to see if you're in your quarters.
Enter.
I do. Door slides behind me. So we had some things to talk about, huh? I was kind of crazy back there. All kidnapped and stuff. I know we're, doing a job for you, which is super fun, and I love it. I was just wondering, how...
Yeah.
So, you're for sure gonna get married to Uriah, right? Like, he knows you're coming, and he's not gonna, attack a ship on the way in or anything. It's like a for sure thing. Like, you say it is, but like for sure, like safety-wise. Just in case I need to fuel up the engines extra.
We have
double check
corresponded and had certain encounters in the past that went well.
Yes.
But he is a man who they...
Yeah. Yep, heard that. That's the rumor.
They are not always as constant as one would wish them to be.
Sounds like a good captain, huh?
Well, he seems solid, at least.
He's a good guy.
So, I am curious, and if I am prying, you need not answer. But the sorcerous arts that you brought to bear as we were escaping were
Yeah. Yeah.
most potent.
Like, uh-huh.
Yes. And
Pretty good.
normally, possessing such abilities by one, when not held by one of the nobility is, well,
Yeah,
let's
definitely
just say
not one of those.
yeah, looked down upon by the Imperium. Not that I would inform anyone, of course. But
Okay.
it does raise a question of ancestry, and
Yeah.
I just find myself curious, often at court when. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Often,
Right. Court ancestry.
yes,
Sure.
To inherit such abilities requires a certain bloodline, and
Yes.
I am intrigued.
I'm like sipping
As
tea,
tears.
just like loudly. Just like,
So, would you care to fill me in as to your
I don't know
background,
why
as it were?
something as silly as lineage should come between us. I mean, that's.
Oh
It's
no, I
no.
don't. I don't mean this as a point of contention in any way.
Oh no, but let's just say I've known of your family since I can remember, and I think if we conversate any much longer, there may be a point of contention that you may feel obligated to act on, and I just would rather
No.
tell me to.
Perish the thought.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you're cool, but like sometimes blackbirds get a little murdery. So I would just rather just keep it like us, like mechanic, job giver, Kale, milady. Ooh, just you know.
very well. Your secrets are your own.
Yeah.
I suppose
Maybe later.
it
We'll have
was.
some time together. Maybe we'll get captured again. We'll have some time to talk.
Yeah. It was. I am sorry. Rude of me to
It's
bring it
okay.
up.
No. It's
It's
you're curious. I'm curious.
Just that sometimes knowledge of such things in court can be useful.
Sure.
And
yeah.
things back on Elysium are on a bit of a knife's edge, and
Yep.
any bit of information going forward could actually have a much larger effect on the state of the empire than you may know.
More than you marrying a pirate king.
Well, that will be a scandal, to be sure.
And everyone loves a scandal.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
Well,
and I kind of like fed you on like, well, I gotta go. I got a thing. Thanks for answering. Steve was great. I'll see you later. You look great, by the way.
some
I'm just
other
gonna
time, perhaps.
like backing out of the room. Like I'm just all right. Good day.
A good day to you as well.
And
Some other time.
The door closes, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk off to my room. It's really hard not to smile, but I'm so happy with this.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, and last but not least, our lovely lady herself. Would you like some refreshments?
Talk to the captain.
Okay. Sure.
No.
No.
I came here for the florts. There better be
Yes.
some.
I am a ship's master, and every game I'm at, I'm like, you should just
Well, I don't see her calling upon Cyrus like specifically, but door's always open, figuratively.
Yeah. All right, so I think like she's probably. I know. Like I've brought it down to a time when she's by herself, kind of in her room, and I know that a certain individual that may cause me problems. Her bodyguard is not available, and I like got like a tray of food ready, and I kind of buzz the door.
Yeah, and I'll answer, and I'll look at the tray and say, Captain Vance, what a delightful surprise, and you shouldn't have, but please, come in.
Lady Blackbird, it's an honor to see a woman of your stature and beauty aboard my ship, and sorry about getting captured earlier. That was my fault entirely, and I don't want you to...
It was, I think, more likely a maneuver by let's just say there are certain people who would rather that our voyage is not completed successfully. That we have been able to make our way this far safely, I think is a credit to you.
I appreciate that, lady. That's very kind words of you, and I kind of shift a little bit, and I look down, and I scratch my head like this. I just, I'm just curious why you're taking this big a risk to go find some other, get yourself in some more problems with somebody else. I mean, like, tell you what, lady, I mean, just, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I'm not good at this. I mean, like, I think you're pretty lady. I mean, I think you're better than any guy that ever lived, and that you shouldn't have to bow yourself to somebody, and you could be free. You don't have to marry anybody. You could just sail with me on the ship, and we'll pirate and shoot things up, and that's the way it will be. And you could be, my second mate, Kale over there. You could be third mate. I don't mind. You look at me just like blowing up the stuff, and you be in charge. I mean, I don't mind.
Wait, you wish me to join your crew as third mate, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, because you don't want to. Who says you got to get married? You're a free, independent woman, right? You should be able to decide your own fate, not have to curtail to any society's demands. Like, there's things in place that, I mean, and you might be able to meet a guy, who knows, the kind of guy that you would like, that's very personable, very kind, and always happy, treats his crew very well, is even
So
keeps a pet goblin in his like spare locker room.
So you think I would be better off as a spinster?
I'm not saying that, lady, but I mean, I don't know how to say that. I mean, like, if you want to join my crew, I'm sure I can get you. You know, we can always use a face when we do discussions with other pirates and stuff. You know, I'm not good at that stuff. I always get lowballed on the negotiations. You know, you flash that cute smile of yours, and they'd be like dropping their prices like 10 times what I could get them to drop.
I think I see where you're going with this, and I am flattered, of course. Hmm. I hadn't thought. Well, I think that regardless, there are certain negotiations that need to be conducted with. Blanking on the name.
Flint.
Oh yes, yes.
With such a dashing captain before you, the other person has just flown your mind.
I know.
And he just disappears from screen.
Almost lost it. Sorry.
There are certain negotiations that must be conducted with Captain Flint. There's politics. But again, it is the arrangements that we have already made are not necessarily ideal. There is the matter of it is in some ways a matter of convenience and
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, but maybe I'm just saying I'm not a bad shot. Like maybe you go talking to him. I know a guy that maybe sell me a snapper rifle, and while you're talking, I'm up on the roof, and boom, your problems disappear.
Oh, sadly, that would not make all my problems simply disappear. But there may be a path forward here.
That's what I hope so. And like I said, I mean, the owl's really small in this huge air, and we know how to hide. That goblin pilot's one of the best. You've seen him in action, right?
Yes. Snargle does seem to be quite the character and talented to boot. I don't suppose. Well, I know that before there was a bit of a mess on the deck that may have caused a unfortunate slip up. I don't suppose that you would be up to a formal duel.
Oh, of course, my lady.
If you were to take Flint by skullduggery, then that wouldn't resolve anything. But if things were formalized, then perhaps.
I'll go. Of course, my lady. And I drop to one knee in front of her and I wrap around like this, my lady. I am your sword. And I just kiss her like that. And I think that's where I'd like to end the scene there.
Okay.
So yeah, cool. A few
Yep.
a few points further from that. Yeah. Yeah. First off, Lady Blackbird, you get your dice back.
Okay.
Get 2 of them. And I think Cyrus, you can just buy off that key of hidden longing. It's no longer hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. I can just buy it off. Yay!
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take 2 advances. That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think I've also just cast Vance in my head. I think it's I need to get his name right. Michael Clark Duncan in my mind.
He'd be good.
Mhm.
It's got that like soft-spoken, nervous thing he does real well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Michael Clark Duncan.
He was in Green Mile and probably a number of other things, but that's I think the main thing I've seen him in.
Yeah.
He's that big, like it's in my head all the time. Yeah, like that guy.
Yeah, I keep wanting to call him Michael Duncan Clark for some reason.
It's 3 first names.
yeah,
That's what it
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one of
I've
those
seen
weird-
him and stuff.
Yeah, he passed away a while ago.
Yeah, that's definitely who I'm picturing Vance as now in my head. Like, that whole bit just made the pieces fall together.
Now, as far as the advancements are concerned, how's that work? I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Does that
There's a
mean
few things.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a few things you can do. If you look on the rules summary, it's over on the right side. So you can spend an advance on one of the following. You can either add a new trait. You can add a tag to an existing trait. You can add a new key, or you can learn a secret if you have the means to. So you don't have to spend these right now. Because these are things that you have available to you.
So is there something better than sword? Is there like sword master? Well, there's fencing and sword.
See, well, yeah, this basically means that you'll have more tags to
You could
get
say like
dice with.
expert duelist.
Yeah.
Maybe you take this time to start practicing.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
See, there is a list of traits in the.
Okay.
See, but if you just want to get better at something,
Yeah,
because
I imagine I'm gonna challenge him to either duel on I don't know, guns, or is it traditionally guns, like 10 paces with a revolver, or are we like dueling swords?
Yeah, what's the yeah? I think it's will just be decided on site.
Okay. So I know I'm good at with my guns, but the swords, I think, is that like I got a lot of tags, and I can get hail of lead. So I'll like get hail of lead and then something additional for my sword. So
yeah, you can also get a new key or a new secret.
Okay.
The secrets are so cool. This is a good game, guys. You should play this game.
It's a very good game.
Yeah.
So a new key?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. There's a something you might be interested in. Is the secret of the shootist. Yeah, it's a very good word.
Yeah.
It's on page 10 of the PDF. New keys and secrets.
I mean, you can do Key of the Traveler, new places and new people.
Okay. That sounds like a good one.
Yeah. Also, when you share an interesting detail about a person, place, or thing, or when you go somewhere exciting and new. I mean, it sounds like we're going somewhere exciting and new. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'll do that. Okay. But I don't see the. Did you link me the PDF or something? I don't see it. Sorry. Or is it on the screen?
Let's see. So
I will post it in chat.
Yeah, because the PDF is out there.
Okay.
It's out there in the wilds.
Wow. The wild blue.
Thank you.
The wild of John's site.
Yeah, indeed. It's quite a wild.
Yeah. It's like going out to your backyard and it's like, I'm really roughing it now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, so why don't you look over that for a bit, and we can talk about setting the scene for where do we get back into the action. So we're on Haven, which is
Right.
it used to be like a mining planet, pretty much. Like this was a place where folks in the Empire worked. Like as they worked, they were slaves. Like they were paid.
Were worked.
Indeed. Yeah, it's like an old mining planet called. It used to be called Tycheron, but it was redubbed Haven after the war when lots and lots of refugees fled here, and basically has made it into this flourishing city, or like city planet. There's multiple cities on here, and yeah, now all kinds of people live here, and I think it's been maybe a decade since the war, so the communities have started to flourish, and I think there might be like a saying around the Wild Blue that like if you want to find someone or something, then you should go to Haven, the place where the Wild Blue meets itself.
So do we know where this pirate lord is? Pirate king?
You know that he lives in the Remnants.
Right.
That's where this what used to be the three planets Arcesta, Cersine, and Oros before the war. Then something happened.
Yes.
We don't quite know what
and
that was.
It's super hard to get there unless you like know the path.
Yeah.
And things are always changing and it's super dangerous.
Yeah, it's very hard to navigate. But you might be able to find someone who either knows the way or can teach you how to know the way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to find someone to teach me how to know the way. And I think it's not that like the maps are constantly changing, yes, but there are markers like in the maze that change with it.
Yeah, I think what you would learn is like how to read the changes to be able to navigate safely.
Sense the remnants.
Indeed.
Yeah. So how do circles work in this situation?
I mean, it works like any other role.
Okay. I tell you what I'm doing, and then.
Yeah. Then we'll look at tags, and traits, and shenanigans ensue.
I think it's.
Do you take someone with you, or is this Kayla going off by themselves?
I take the goblin.
Does the goblin come along?
Yeah, I'll follow you anywhere.
Do you mention that you're?
Yeah, like I tell
I like Haven. It's a great city.
I tell the captain that I'm going off. I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go update our maps and get some new tracers and resupply the ship. So if there's anything you need.
And I think when you say that you're gonna take him with you, like he like runs his hands like over his face and over his big ears, and like his skin tone morphs into a more humanoid color, and he takes 2 steps and he gets larger, taller, and like now he looks like someone really skinny wearing clothes that are a little bit too fat for him instead of someone really short wearing clothes that are too long. And like he puts a hat over his bald head. It's like, let's go. It's like a little paperboy hat because it's the most adorable for people wearing wrong clothes.
Absolutely.
Be careful out there, all right? There's people looking for us.
Yeah. Anything anyone needs in particular? Supplies for the ship? Anything you can negotiate down?
Not that exactly. But I do know a few people that perhaps you should touch base with if you're...
Oh, absolutely. Any connection to the Blackbirds, I'll be happy to get to know. And I just grin. And I think our conversation the other day kind of echoes back in your head.
And there's a certain fellow that I haven't met personally, but if you ask for the Lesk, perhaps he may be able to give you some information as to how to find Captain Flint.
Oh, brilliant. Lesk, L-E-S-K?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't write it down, but I make a note. I'm like, right, and more tea, more food. All right. I'll do that. Thanks for that. Super helpful. Great. Be a great addition to our crew. And then I like look at the captain, like,
Oh, we're doing that, are we?
like not hiding it at all. Like,
I'm gonna play like dumb and like not pretend like I know what she's talking about. Like, like I just look at her like a squid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we head off into the wild markets, and I drop something in a post box, and then I go to find some supplies just for the ship, and then I go to I start asking around about Lesk. All the while, I'll keep my eyes open for my own personal people. Well, that's what that package drop-off was. So there's 3 things that are happening. 1, supplies. 2, I dropped a package off. And 3, Lesk?
Yeah,
So-
all right.
So how would that work? Supplies, I think, I keep wanting to call you Scrapple now because we talked about that. I just...
Snargle.
Snargle. Yeah.
Wasn't the
Snargle knows the supplies we need.
Snarf was...
Snarf,
yeah.
Yeah, that's too many snooze names.
Snargle
Snooze.
knows the supplies we need. Let's go.
Yeah, all right,
To
Snargle.
the market.
You're always better at negotiating than I am. I'll just I'll keep your back. I'm like my hood goes up, and then like another hood goes up over that, so it's like here and then
Double
also
hood.
here.
Yeah.
It's like 2 sunglasses at the same time.
Cool. Let's go. So yeah, we go to the market and we need to resupply. We need enough food and fuel and tea because tea is vitally important, as we all know.
Yes.
To make it out to the, I keep wanting to say reaches, but that's not right. Remnants,
yes.
To make it out to the remnants and back.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what our reef is, whether or not we can resupply there.
And tea it actually like has vitamins and stuff in it. It's not just regular tea. It's like could be a meal supplement if you had to.
Obviously.
But
as you do.
Yeah.
So we're heading to the market to buy some stuff.
Yes. All the stuff. Do you tell us about the market, or do we tell you about the market?
Either way, you should probably unmute.
I think that would help things.
Yeah. So what was the point of question there?
The market.
We're marketing. We want to make sure that we've got enough supplies to get there and back again.
At a good price.
At a good price.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that definitely sounds like a role.
Yeah.
Role of some sort.
Snargle is sly and crafty. and good with trade speak and languages. Snargle speaks lots of languages. Snargle. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 to start. Yeah, so I've got 5 to start, and are you gonna help me out? You wanna give me a hand?
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any dice, but I'm with you in spirit.
You just restored all your dice from the restoration scene.
Oh, did I? Oh, I totally forgot that's what
Yeah.
happened. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll give you. I'll pop 2 dice in there.
I think you can only give me 1.
Oh, then I'll pop 1 dice in there.
Where did this
Because
other
I'm
die
helping.
come from?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I put 1 dice in, so I had 7, and I put this one in.
Yeah, everybody should have had 7.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then I will also spend. I will spend 2 dice. Well, what is my goal here? What do I need?
Get enough supplies to get safely to our destination, whether it takes longer or less. Like sort of like bulk up the supplies in case something goes wrong.
Yeah. So I mean, what is my? How many successes do I need here?
Yeah, your difficulty is going to be, let's see, like getting enough supplies without like drawing too much attention to yourself. Is going to be 4, I think.
So without drawing too much attention to myself, does that mean I can also use sneaky?
Mm-hmm. That seems like it would help.
I don't think bluff is going to help me here.
Oh, it will absolutely. If you trade in favors. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely going to. We'll bring us some treasures back. It's gonna be great. Like you'll win, we'll win. You just give us these supplies for right now.
My buddy's powerful sorcerers, and definitely gonna do any kind of magic you need. Pop, absolutely tomorrow.
Okay. I'm just like leaning against the post, being like, "What's up?"
Fantastic. Okay, I love every minute of it.
With my 4 hoods, I've got
my
4
gosh.
hoods now.
Even with 10 dice, I just barely got 4 successes, but I did get 4 successes.
4 1s.
Yeah, it's a good thing they don't count against you.
Yeah. Very binary roll.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So
I'm glad this isn't fate.
Success. I think the next scene is just us like carrying just like huge stacks of stuff and like a trail of porters bringing supplies back to the back to the ship.
I'm just picturing Snorgle with like a huge cart behind them.
Yeah.
like dragging behind, and your arms extend
exactly
just for the weight.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I've got like a small bag and then like a bag of crisps. And we're just like, I have to have snacks no matter who I play.
Of course.
And on the way back, I like you see me like look off and then double take. I'm like, Snargle, I'll be back in a sec. If you take these chips, we can go find that Les guy. Like 5-10 minutes, I'll be right there. Here, and then like I like take my bag off and like hook it over your shoulder while you're still carrying the cart and like pat you on the arm and head off.
But
you're doing great, buddy. You're the best.
Yeah, and like just kind of like half shrugs because he can't fully shrug because of like the weight of the bag over the other shoulder.
Yeah.
And just heads in like all the supplies into the ship. Good luck on your own.
Thanks. Now that I know I have my dice back, which I forgot. Yeah, I head off and like there's like somebody buying some pears and I like go up and stand next to him like, these pears are real nice. It's like I'd say like keyword, probably something like I prefer the paler sweet pears in this other city. And then somebody responds like, Yeah, but they have prickly thorns. I'm like, it's the hazard of it. And they are my my house connection, and I want to try to get information out of them because I am secretly a white thorn noble. And I decided just now. I actually decided when we were talking to the lady there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
cool.
she's like,
cool.
magic's only in noble house. I'm like, I guess I'm a noble house now. Gotta pick one. And yeah, I want to use my house connections to get the information that I need for the payment that I've been doing to buy my freedom to live my life as a pirate. I have to occasionally feed them snippets of information. And right now, several courtly eyes are on my my trek across the space between planets.
Indeed.
To ensure or dissuade this marriage. Who knows? Who even, not even scientists. So what is my difficulty? Being unfound out.
Yeah, so I think tracking this person down and staying hidden.
Yeah.
Because very few people can traverse the remnants at all.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady happens to know this person. I think that's what's letting you do this at all.
Yeah.
So I think your target number is going to be 5.
Okay. Okay. Well. Well, I'll go with burglar. Quiet. Burglar, quiet. 1, burglar, quiet. Sneaky, hidden. Trying to make sure I'm not being observed. Can I use perceptive as well? Okay.
Yeah,
that's 6. And you said 5, so I'll drop 3 on it. Because I want good information too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be recognized. So 9.
Puts you at 9.
Math is hard when it's above the number of fingers you have.
Yeah.
I'll save my other ones in case I fail this. I forgot to do the thing again, and I'm not good.
Yeah, that's 2. That's 2.
That's 2. That's So what happens is she's like, "Oh, I've never read this person before." I think, but I have, and I still try to do the like cloak and dagger thing, and then they recognize me.
Okay, so let's see.
But I would get a condition, right? Is that because I failed real bad?
I mean, that's one way we did this. So I think you were given bad directions. So I think you're lost.
Yeah. Oh no, I was insinuating that the person like I was shopping with pairs was like my house connection. And then I'm like passing that information off, and then I go to find the last. So yeah, I do get lost. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You get lost on your way to Velasque.
Man.
And yeah, you find yourself in the back streets of Haven. This maybe you end up in a worse part of town than you think. And let's see. Lady Blackbird.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about this Velasque fellow?
Yeah. I think that he used to be like this influential courtier, but there was but he sort of crossed the wrong people and was both was lashed to the point that he's like scarred horribly, and exiled, and now he sports a one of those plague doctor masks, but fashioned to look like the skull of a bird, and I see sort of this, or I'm feeling sort of this low rasping voice, and just a like a wafting sense of malevolence.
Good.
Yeah, seems like a nice person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Whitethorn deal in information, and then like Blackbird's deal like murder.
Yeah, something like that.
Like the physicality of power.
Yeah, definitely known to happen around a lot of Blackbirds.
That's pure propaganda.
Yeah. Yeah. Never known anyone personally to get murdered by Blackbird or anything.
Yeah, so I think what happens is that you make a turn in some back alleyway, and you're at a dead end, and then you turn around, and something is blocking your way. I think like there's like metallic chunk behind you, like someone has like slid two pieces of metal together, and then there's this sense of dread that comes upon you as you see a shadow on the roof. And I think that this is probably like something that if this is your parents have told you this at some point.
Yeah, boogeyman stories. In all the houses, there's always something wrong with every other house, but our house is the best and perfect.
Yeah, for sure. And what they told you about House Blackbird, I think they've told you like scary things involving blackbirds in general. This is like make you fear these people. So now there's people standing on the roofs dressed in similar attire to what Brad described, burlesque. Long flowing black robes with like coats, and there's the like bird skull masks. And at first you see one like up ahead of you, and then there's another off to your right, and then another to your left, still up on the roof, and then it's like you turn around, and there's more and more of them, and then suddenly one of them is behind you.
Like that slow backing up, and I bump into somebody and I turn around.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Snaps his fingers. What brings you here, little one?
Hello. I'm here to talk to you. Hello.
You smell like prey.
Well, you smell like a dead raven, so I'm scared, but I'm a
I
smart
like your
ass.
spirits.
Good. I was sent here to find you, Lesk. So I know a person who you might know, lady. And I look around and I'm like, Blackbird. And like that could mean like 75 different. Yeah, it just.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
Yeah, and I'm like, Natasha Siri.
Yeah, I think like when you say Blackbird, with like all the other people, you're just gonna like lean back a bit. You that like startled bird look.
I love it.
Yeah.
She
Picture that
requires...
like we just walked onto the set of a musical.
Yeah, and they all like moved at the same time. And like there's
Yeah,
a flutter,
right.
like one flutters and then like it goes down the line.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rock set. Rockettes, that's the one. Yeah, so I've she sent me to see if you would be able to help her with a bit of a travel dilemma. This is one public that I would think to do. This is fine. Yeah, so you know the remnants, right?
Oh, do I know the remnants?
I mean,
good one.
You do.
Come inside, little one. Have some strong drink.
And I do that like
talk.
Okay, sure. This is good. This is fine.
So this guy is like grabs you like by the collar and like janks you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is fine and good. This is good and fine. And good.
So while Kale is off gathering information, their own very successful way.
It's so good.
What are the rest of you doing? What's the ship like? What's the mood like on the ship?
I think that we see Snargle just like unpacking a bunch of supplies and like occasionally like taking an entire like restocking the kitchen and then just like looking around like really like making sure nobody's watching and then like just taking an entire like 5-pound bag of potatoes including burlap and just like the whole thing,
like using your claw, stacking it open and just like shoving it into your there's
the whole thing like like the bag of potatoes is like larger than his head and just manages to stuff the whole thing in and just swallow it while unpacking the rest of the kitchen.
I'd like to like interrupt her just as she Snargle! I'm gonna eat all the
and like a potato falls out.
Like an entire potato.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing.
It's all right, Snargle. You can have that one. I don't think anybody else wants that one ever. Get out of your mouth.
Thanks. He just like.
Where's Kale?
What? Just points back towards the docks.
You've lost Kale? I told you to watch Kale. That's the only thing I told you to do, Snargle. Watch Kale.
Gale said he'd be back.
It's all right.
Everything's fine. Definitely fine. Snargle took care of all supplies. Ready to get out there? Come back?
It's definitely been much longer than I said it was.
Oh, I mean, yes. Although, if Kale's not back,
Snargle.
I don't know where he went.
It's okay, Snargle. It's okay. We gotta go save Kale. I guess we gotta get Blackbird.
Is this like the time we saved you from the brothel?
We don't remember. We promised not to talk about that.
Right.
That was a one-time thing.
Right.
I didn't realize it was that expensive. I mean, and they were really guys. But, you know, I'm just saying that we should save Kale.
That's why they were so expensive.
Got him something.
I read the... No, you're right. Let's go. Let's go save Kale. Let's go save Kale.
I hope he's okay. Kale's mine. I can't sail without Kale. God damn it.
All right.
Can't lose one again.
I'd love that you don't know what my name or gender is, and you literally hired me because it sounded like the previous person, and I could just like change the overalls a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry.
Save on name tags.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm not clear. I know, like, yeah, I'm not clear. I'm just like, I'm trying to be polite, and I don't know what's going on. So, I'm gonna grab Natasha and say that we're gonna go find Carl.
Okay.
Carl. I'm doing it even in real life.
Wow.
Anyways.
So
Well-
I think when you come to Lady Blackbird's door, you hear voices from her room that are like definitely not hers. And there's just like this weird vibe coming from the room.
Maybe I shouldn't bother. Step back. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay, and then as you start to walk away, you hear her. Is that you, Captain Vance?
Yes, lady.
I'll be right with you.
Okay. Sure.
Right.
Right.
And then a moment later, she opens the door, and everything looks more or less normal in in that sort of brief glimpse of the room, except there's like in the shadows there's a slight call it distortion or writhing. It's hard to put your finger on.
I just go.
Yes. What is it?
We're missing Kale. We gotta. Sorry, man, but
Yes.
I can't leave without my mechanic, and I need my mechanic. I can't do it.
It was perhaps a mistake to send Kale to meet with the Lesk. I will come with you.
Oh, he's not gonna hurt Kale, is he?
I don't think so. Anything's possible.
Whoever this person is, if they hurt Kale, they're gonna know the full wrath of Cyrus Vance and know what he's made of. There's no one misses my crew. Understand me, lady?
Yes, we should perhaps tread
We're
carefully.
gonna save him. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take what's left of him and feed him to my goblin over here.
Wait. What?
Oh, you don't eat humans? Oh,
I didn't say that.
That's a terrible.
A little snack for you, Snargle. I look always forward to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be hilarious if like there's like this commonly held belief that goblins eat humans when they get the chance, but it's just like this terrible racist slur to suggest it.
Yeah.
I mean, we totally eat humans when we get the chance.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
it's
okay.
still
It's
a
still
terrible
racist.
racist slur to
The
suggest it.
stereotype is true, but it's also racist.
Right, exactly.
You don't get to say that.
Yeah.
I
Only
mean,
we get to
I
say
can
that.
say that we eat humans. That's my thing. But
Yeah.
you can't say it. It's
Mhm.
it's fine.
What do you think happened to the previous mechanic?
Yeah, Carl just vanished.
He didn't show up for work one day in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Please rescue me from these terrible bird people. Please.
Okay, so speaking of, let's go back to the terrible bird.
I mean, I got
to the bird
two.
people.
I got a 2. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah. So these people have continued their like bird-like mannerisms, even like as they're like flocking into this room.
Flocking.
Yeah, they're coming in through like hatches in the ceiling and like second floor windows. As we're in this like, large warehouse space.
Yeah.
And there's just barrel after barrel of what you would assume is good imperial wine, just from the smell of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're guided through this space by this one person. And all around you see people like leaping from barrel to barrel, and they start like gathering themselves up.
Bird hopping. Yes.
Indeed.
Ugh.
So eventually, you're led towards this table, like what, as far as you can tell, like in the square middle of this warehouse, and there are 2 chairs at this table, and a lit candle square in the center of it.
Yes, pretty old fashioned, huh? Yeah. Actual
Mm.
candles. That's neat.
Mm.
This is good.
A man's got to have a certain style.
Sure do. You guys are definitely on brand. Yes.
Yeah. I think at this point, like, there's a few people behind you, and they start like shoving you into the center.
I go to the table and I'm like,
sit,
sure, sitting down. Meanwhile, like trying to track every place that they've come out of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. Like, I think you can spot a few places, but then suddenly there's like a few people over there. Like, how did they get up there so quickly?
Yeah, or like 3 people walk by, and then like suddenly there's 4 people. Like somebody crawled out underneath them while they were walking by. It was not good. Disconcerting is a word I would use.
Now they're more or less gathered in like groups of 4 or 5, and they're just watching you at this table.
Sure. Yeah. So, business. Let's. Yeah.
I think as you put your hands together, they start like clapping.
Okay.
There's like a slow clap.
That's you only need to do the once. That's
It picks up in speed.
just like I'm just sitting there like staring at the like muttering to myself about blackbirds. It's like some old fame, just not saying it, but just like mouthing the words.
Mm-hmm. And as the clapping reaches its crescendo,
it's just so much
all of them vanish. They just like scurry off into little hidden places.
And I notice when my eyes are closed, I'm like,
Yeah, and as you open your eyes, there's someone sitting across the table from you.
huh.
It looks like a man, badly scarred. There's a bird skull mask on the table.
Oh, hello. Were you the? Either way, it's fine. So.
I hear you've come looking for me.
Yep. Business.
Now, what does such a little bird want in my streets?
Yes, bird. Yeah. So, we're just, I got a person I got to get to a place, and they need a good path, and I was told by that person you would know where we would go. So maybe you could just help me out with that, and then I could just leave because you seem busy here with all your wine and your clapping and your secret feathers. Just reservation. I can pop off, easy cheesy. Just.
So I assume you're the one who's been helping Natasha on her little merry flights.
Absolutely. Getting her to her true love, away from her previous true love. Yeah. I do this. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? And then realize it's
and away from her previous true love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've known that woman since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just seemed the type to settle down. Maybe
Yeah.
a pirate king will do for her for the time.
Maybe a captain. Who knows? We'll see how things play out.
Who knows, indeed,
No,
little bird.
birds. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you seek passage to the remnants?
Yeah. I mean, if you know, like, it'd be super helpful. Just help me out. Help her out, really. Like, I'm just kind of along for the ride. You know, just more of
Of course.
fixer of things.
Well, I could certainly get you there.
Yeah. Cool. Great.
Could put you in touch with Flint, was it?
Yeah. That's the current one. Yeah.
That's the one she settled on.
So far for now, for today. We'll yeah. What do you think? You know, I imagine you for more recent court activities. What's the general feel about her and Flint? I mean, like 50-50 Flint, or you know,
Flint's an enemy of the public.
But I mean, like a great alliance to have should anyone happen to know any pirate kings, right?
I mean, the Empire doesn't align themselves with pirates very well.
No, of course not. No,
never.
And we just like their stares, like a look of like.
I see you played our game before.
Once or twice, you know. Let's say there were some people who might wanted this marriage to go through, maybe not wanted to go through. I'm just trying to make sure the most people are happy for the most amount of time.
Of course. We just want to make people happy, right?
Yes, that's what I'm here to do. Help mechanics, you know, keep things running smoothly, grease the wheels.
I'm sure you greased a fair amount of wheels in your time.
Yeah, not really on the ship I'm on now. It's kind of got this weird like hand thing, but yeah. Once or twice when I had to, and I do that look like the whole like I mean something else when I say this.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of those during this conversation.
Significant looks.
Okay. Yeah. So why don't you make a roll? Yeah, make a roll of some sort to convince Levesque that you're worthy. So that you're worth his time.
I think I can only do burglar and perceptive to try to. Yeah.
You talked about being a mechanic.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, I can do mechanics, spare parts, and efficiency, because spare parts be like, oh, you know, maybe information you just have lying around. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 for the thing. And then what's the difficulty here?
See, the difficulty, I think, of convincing Levesque that you're worthy of his time.
With that previous 2.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be.
I'm gonna head you off. I'm just gonna probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 4.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
I'll save 1 dice to help out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. I didn't do the thing again, but I failed anyways. I always forget to do the thing.
Yeah, you were close, but no luck.
I should have put that last dice in.
You know, if you had just actually, you know, formulated it correctly so that it would automatically tell you successes or failures, it would have changed the RNG of the dice, and you would have succeeded.
Yeah, that's definitely how that works.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That seems like a bunch of numbers science, and not really about that.
No, it's fair.
It's my gig.
So
I think
dice back plus an extra.
The smell of court is too heavy on me.
Indeed. Yeah, and you do get right. Yeah, and you've failed rolls before, so you technically do have more dice than in your pool than you should. So you.
Oh right, I failed that other one.
Yeah.
Oh crud.
So
yeah, you're probably at 9 dice.
You're at 5.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Lavask is not too impressed, and I think he just reaches over and he's like leans in across the table and says, "You're going to have to come up with something else." And then he just puts the candle out, and the room goes dark. And I think you hear the tap tap tap.
I cast light.
Little bird's feet all around you.
I guess as soon as that goes out, I'm like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like in where the candle flickered out, like there's this burst, and you know how they have those pictures of like suns in space with like the coronas around them like swirling and stuff. It looks like that, and it's almost once again almost blinding as I'm gonna try to escape because sorry, fudge this.
That's fine.
All right.
We're on the internet.
Yeah. I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm piecing.
Go ahead. It's a good time to be piecing.
Yeah. I think this is like the light spell is something that's just to light the scene dramatically while there's like dark shadows going around. But I'm going to use Tricky to quick, dirty fighting, tumbler, escape, and contortionist to figure my way out of a small spot. I'm just using them all, just going across the board. And then Tricky, and then one for the thing, and then...
Should put you at 7?
Yeah.
To start with?
Yep. And then
and I think getting out of here with the...
It's incredibly hard.
Yeah, but you have the trick of the lights.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to put you at let's say 4.
Okay.
To get away safely.
I'm going to drop 3 and roll 10. And then you said 4, so I put in 4. Greater than 4. Yeah.
I mean, that's not why, but yes.
Oh, that's not why. Okay.
So
8 successes.
Finally,
you rolled some d10s.
Because 4 isn't a success. Yeah, that's not great. Let me just roll that again.
Yeah,
wait.
It's going to be
a d6. I just see numbers are not my thing. 7 successes, so I still get great.
Yeah, it's still a very good roll.
D10s, come on, man. Just let me have. Let me do this one thing.
So yeah. You get, and I think that's what the rest of you see. There's like, oh, we gotta go find Kale, everyone. Let's go. And then this is like this beacon of light.
Yeah.
Just
the whole warehouse like light comes out of the. Yeah. Like a sunbeam breaking through the clouds, except it's going upwards instead and out of windows.
Yeah. This is where we spend all of our GFX budget.
Yeah. On the choreography and the
sick god race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think as we're heading out to look for Kale, I think Naomi just kind of snarks in the back and says, I think we found Kale.
I do suspect that direction.
I just walk up to Kale and I just hug him.
I've like run out of an alleyway and I'm like, and there's like feathers on me and I'm all scratched up and I'm just like,
Can I give it?
God damn.
I knew he was fine. Didn't need our help after all. Let's go.
Hey.
Are you entirely all
And
right?
I kind of like jump a little bit when I see you and I'm like, that's another. No, I'm good. Fine. Good. We should. Your friend. Hard to talk to.
Yes,
And then I just like fall over.
I catch him.
Yeah. I'm just exhausted. just out of it, just like do that like it's like a feather pops out with a bit of blood on it.
Mhm.
How did that? Yeah.
That may be a problem, but Celeste still has information that we need. Perhaps we should attend to your first mate and then return?
I have a question. Does because I'm trying to do this for the mission and I put myself in danger, does that give me my last two for an advance?
Go for it.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing to keep in mind is that you can if you can get this information from Levesque or from Velasque rather, or from anyone else, you can get the secret of the true route, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the secret of the true course.
Something cool.
Yeah, that lets you navigate the remnants by yourself. So if you can get like Velasque to agree to teach you, then that's a very valid thing to like, spend your.
No, I like me not knowing. I like the failure, just like the constant cascade of failing that I've done.
Yes, because
yeah.
you're good at role-playing games.
I'm good at dice. I am the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been watching, but pretty good.
That infamous number science we're hearing about.
Yes. Science.
Okay, so how are you gonna do this?
I mean, the Remnants is a feature of the world that any savvy navigator would know about. As I think that Snargle knows the way, more or less, how to get there.
Yeah, you can definitely get there. It's a rather large place in the northeastern part of the Wild Blue. Navigating inside, that's the problem.
Well, I'm a ace pilot, so I'm just gonna shove my fingers into the holes and wiggle them around, changing their sizes to make the ship do things, and get us to a safe landing where we can meet up with what's his pants?
Flint.
Flint, yes, that's his name.
Okay. So yeah, I think without the secret of like knowing how to navigate the remnants, there's gonna be a condition of some sort. Like even if you succeed, it's because like the owl's probably gonna be battered, or you're gonna end up. It depends on what the process is like. Just putting that on the table.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
And we did get a lot of extra supplies.
We did.
Although
most of it's tea and potatoes.
Although I think I do want to pay Velasque a visit before we go.
Like, you don't want to. It's okay. I got it. And I just like pass it.
Yes.
Okay.
This will not do.
You should not trust me.
Okay. Yeah. We go find him.
Yeah. Since there was a beacon, so I know at least the general direction.
Yeah, I think you can.
Down.
Yeah. We can make that an easy roll. So difficulty 2.
Okay.
Just getting there and like getting his attention.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I can spread a little bit of money around for directions, and I have connections. And, who would deny an imperial noble, right?
Of course. Yeah, and Naomi is definitely going to be helping, just by looking intimidating.
Okay.
You know, toss a die in there.
Okay. Sorry, I was failing to count on my fingers. Okay, so 1 base, 2, 3, 4, and the extra die, 5. And 5 should do the trick, right? Yeah, I'll throw in 1 more just in case.
So I should, if she's gonna go off, right?
Mm-hmm.
To meet this, I'm gonna. Can I throw in my that new thing I just got, the Key Traveler for that, and go with her?
Mm-hmm.
Give her a back.
Sure. Yeah, sure. And
Okay.
It counts as helping, but you'll.
Okay.
That's a dice for me too as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the 3 of you can track down the swords of the beacon, and I think eventually you do see like a trail of like black feathers, and little bloody bits. But seems to have found some very interesting people to join him ever since he had to abandon court. So I think you end up like behind that same place where Caleb was like trapped. There's like you make a turn and then there's just like 2 sheets of metal like blocking your way, and you get the sense that they're gonna start up their whole like routine again.
Okay.
Like you can like see people like scurrying into place. You're muted, by the way. Okay.
Less people.
Yeah, somewhat less people.
1 or 2.
I think the whole way there, I've been muttering under my breath. It's sort of that you can't. It's impossible to make out anything, but it doesn't sound like normal human language. And there's just sort of a gathering tension in the air. And as we approach that gate, I'll call out.
Do you need a first name for him?
Sure.
Yeah, I think his first name is going to be Antoine.
Antoine, you've disappointed me. Come,
Yes.
let us talk.
Yeah, I think there's a pair of quick claps, and then all the lights go on in the warehouse. And yeah, Velasquez just standing there, like in that same space. They like shifted some of the barrels around, so there's a bit roomier in the middle, and he's just like, smiling in his own little messed up sense. So, well, I had to make a bit of fun when you said such a little youngling at Natasha. You know how it is. We don't get a lot of excitement around here.
I suppose Kale's a fine sort. It was that was unkind, but let us move on. You know what I want, and
oh, do I?
I believe you do,
Hmm.
and neither one of us wants this to become difficult.
Of course not. We're all here to help, after all.
Yes, your assistance in this matter costs you nothing. and could put you in good stead in the future. Perhaps if the right possibilities were to fall into place, you could once again find yourself in more respectable environment.
Sorry. Yeah, he coughs a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure which, but certainly
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well-known method actor over here. Yes, he. I like the way you talk, Natasha. But talk is talk. And there's one thing I've come to understand here in Haven, that actions speak a lot louder than words.
Indeed.
So if you're heading out to see, well, your new love of choice, then I'm coming with you. Me and the boys.
Well, if
I
you...
think there's some cawing off in the background.
If you wish to tag along, I suppose, so long as that is acceptable to our good Captain Vance, then I see no difficulty there. But just as my well, I wouldn't want to say my underling, but my emissary was unacceptable to you. Your rabble is not needed in this.
My lady, you wound me.
I
assure you, these are
did not
perfectly
impunge
excellent.
your character, merely
These are excellent
hirelings.
rabble.
The finest rebel.
And I assure you, they will not make much of a fuss. I just want them where I can see them.
I want him where I can see him too. Outside my port window as we fly by. Floating in the void of space.
You know what they say when you leave a bunch of crows unattended together? Soon, murder will be afoot.
Well, instead of that, perhaps I can make an impression upon them and convince them that attempting to supplant your mastery would be an unwise idea indeed.
Very well. He claps again, and they start scurrying out onto the barrels up above. They gather in this semicircle, and they all look down in your direction. I think they start speaking in that same inhumane language that we've heard bits from the lady, and I think we get subtitles for them, and they say Blackbird over and over again. So I think trying to convince them to not be as much of a hassle while he's away is going to be a difficulty 4.
Okay. And it seems like they're sounds like they're definitely using sort of a mystical approach, so I will respond in kind. I will at least attempt to cause in one of the shadows to a tear to form, and from it, I'll just kind of direct with my hands a sort of a purple chain lightning that sweeps around the room. So, I'm gonna go ahead and for this use base die, Master Sorcerer, Spellcaster, Channeling, Stormblood, Lightning.
Yeah, makes sense. Puts you at 6. 6 dice.
I'll spend 3 dice.
I think these are probably gone.
Oof. Really?
Yeah, you made it. So I think they stop whispering and start like talking. They say Blackbird over and over again, and I think we just see Velasque smiling behind you. It's a big toothy grin. It's very well, my lady. Now I think we must be on our way.
Yeah.
We don't want to leave them here for too long.
Okay, and as we turn and the crowd says it one more time, and I say, music to my ears.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I hit key of the mission there.
For sure.
And maybe key of the Paragon as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're all back on the ship.
I'm just
And we
gonna
have
take dice back. Screw it.
Okay. So yeah, now we're all back on the ship,
you're
and we have.
muted.
See, I am. Am I?
No, no.
Yeah. Now we're all back on the ship, and we have a new passenger amongst the pack.
Displeased. Do we get another rest time and break before we go into the exploded planets? How long are we playing? Was my secondary question.
I think we're reaching the
Yeah.
We're getting to the end. I think we might just have like one or two more rolls depending on how we want to play this out. So we're definitely getting to the end. Yeah. So I think did you reach out to Flint beforehand about like the whole duel thing? My lady?
Oh, I definitely did.
Just calling out 1v1 me, bro.
We're on our way.
I think no. I think that it's like a there's definitely plans to meet, but I haven't mentioned anything to him about some duel. Why
Okay.
Why give him time to prepare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we can fast forward our trip from Haven to the Remnants.
Okay.
Is the bunch of shots of probably like Snorgle and Velasque arguing about like how best to navigate the ship. And at first it's like Snorgle's in charge, but then like the closer you get and as we get into the Remnants themselves, like, Velasque starts taking over.
I spent a lot of time like avoiding them, and also like there's like a couple of montages of me doing like new spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So how do we see Vance prepare for the fight for your lady's honor?
Kale, my buddy, he's with me, and he has got those spell things, and I figure like if I can dodge those spells,
Yeah, you haven't seen me a lot lately.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm available. Like, oh yeah, I come out and like my eyes are a little more sunken in, like just like I haven't slept in a while. I'm like, yep, Captain, yep, okay, yeah, sure, let's. Yeah, I have some things I'd like to try out. See if you can dodge it. That'd be yeah, let's be good.
Okay, cool.
I get like a bunch of notes and I like shove them in my jacket.
Cool. Yeah, and last but not least, what does the Lady Blackbird do on her journey?
I think that she, makes time to have tea with Cyrus, like on several occasions, and also I think whenever Kale is practicing magic, there's like this occasional creak of the floorboards outside the stateroom, and like the camera might pan upon Natasha, and she has this sort of rueful, enigmatic smile.
So you have a particular flavor of magic, and I was wondering, is that because of your house? Like, would you be able to recognize my lineage based on how I do magic or the spells that I do?
If you're cool with that, I think that sounds great.
Yeah, that could be just a way it comes out. Yes, I'm House Whitethorn. The information dealers. We don't get involved in wars, but we're always involved in wars. One of those things.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel ya.
It's like we may not be there, but we're there. Like we're with you in information and spirit. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna end on is like the duel itself.
Yeah.
This is gonna be our last scene with the. I think that this is like a blasted out rock, and the remnants themselves. Well, like they used to be like, these planets. Like, they were part of the empire. Like, lots of people lived here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, well, they don't. There's pirates out here, of course. The pirate fleets. And I think where you meet is a world shard that used to be like a temple of some sort. That's now become like a ceremonial ground for pirates. Because this is where like disputes are settled.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is.
Was there any last thing that Lady Blackbird wanted to say? You sounded like you were about to say something for the final scene.
Did I cut you off?
Like, are you keeping it secret that you know?
Well, I certainly don't mention to anybody else about your lineage. I think. I think
like
all I do is
preemptively
like
try to
drop
win me to your
hints
side?
about about how there were one of my fondest memories from childhood was gazing upon the white roses in the garden. They were most people say that a vegetable garden is the only sort that is useful, but I disagree.
Yes, there are many interesting things that can be done with the right flora. Yes.
And
yes.
A garden that grows with many varieties of flora, I think is strongest and best weathers a storm.
Yes. Yeah, the hardier strains of particular plants are usually better for inclement weather. But also you have to look out for certain pests that may harass and interfere. But there's a balance to be reached.
I think, well, in the past, the garden has always been kept clear of weeds, and in the future, while some that have been unrecognized may be kept. Others others that have grown more recently and have made a more insistent presence, and I look in the just sort of the direction of where the less classed, last was heard from.
Cawing.
Yes, yes. May need attended to in a more harsh fashion.
Yes, certain plants must be taken care of for others to flourish.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So the duel.
Okay. Indeed, the duel.
Fine.
Yeah. So, in the interest of time, I'm not going to make this insanely mechanically complicated. I'm going to say that we see the two fighters. We see Vance on one side and Flint on the other. Flint with a rapier in one hand and the beginnings of a fireball in the other. And this is going to be much like the escape from the owl. Going to be two things that need to be done here. And Vance, you're going to need to take a point, or there's going to be some serious dishonor going on.
Okay.
So there's killing Flint, or like neutralizing him, which is going to be difficult to fight. And then there's surviving his attacks, which is also going to be difficult to fight.
Okay.
So you can divvy your dice up as you please.
Can only one person help with each roll?
No, but
Okay.
you can only help with one die
Right. Okay.
per person.
Obviously, Snargle is going to help with being an adorable cheerleader.
Mhm.
I don't actually have that skill, but I want to anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's going to be sly and distractions, just like cheering at opportune moments in order to draw attention away from whatever it is Vance is doing, just enough to give him that little opening, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll help the way all of my people help, just by not actually doing anything, but like by doing stuff. Like your sword, I cast like two little spells. One, like this like very faint light shield over you to help with one part of it. And then also your sword is sharper. Like when you slash, there's this slight arc of light as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Getting our Jedi on.
Yeah. So there's 2 dice for you, one for this roll and one for the next of my 2 dice that I've left. I'm just gonna pop that down there. Yeah.
And I think what I'll do is actually I'll cheer for Flint, but at the most inopportune moments, like right when he needs to make a quick parry.
Yeah.
I'll be all,
Nice.
go, my love, go!
It's like say, oh no, you could have missed, but you didn't.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, question. So, if he's got a fireball, does that mean I can have a pistol? Or
Yeah.
a sword and a pistol then?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. Think that's fair.
I'm going to get as many dice as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll throw 3 dice in myself. So I'm going to use my my fencing capability, my sword, to train myself with Kale.
Mm-hmm.
To use my sword to block, and I'm going to use my pistol to hit him, take him out. So I'm going to go warrior, battle hardened, fencing, sword, and then.
So this is going to be the roll to defend yourself.
7, yeah. So 7 plus 4, that's 11. Right?
Yeah. Math works out.
So math.
So this is the roll. This is the roll to survive Flint's assault.
And I have to roll above 4, right?
Yes. You need 5 successes.
Oh!
Okay, so we know that Vance is not going to make it out of this alive. The question is, do you kill Flint?
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other order. The first roll was.
I like it in this order better,
Yeah,
where you
me
know
too.
you're definitely gonna die, but
Yeah.
now we don't know whether or not you're gonna defeat him. Oh.
All right, now see if I can beat him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still cheerleading on the side.
I'm gonna use my other
Marvel's
3.
with you.
Like pulling out sheets of paper and like ruffling through stuff and like.
I get another dice because I get for my bullet attack, so I get 12 because it's
Your hail of lead.
my hail of lead that I got.
Mm-hmm.
I got
I mean, if you get a
warrior,
success,
battle
right?
hardened, shooting, pistol, and hail of lead. That's 5.
Mm-hmm.
So plus the rest would be 12. So.
Yeah, that sounds right. Need 5 successes and 12 dice. It should be doable.
Yeah.
No,
I lost it.
you roll D5. You roll. Yeah,
Oh,
you
rolled
Oh my
We're
god.
so bad at dice.
D10, D5. It's all good.
Try it with a D6. We might get a better result. Maybe,
Yeah.
possibly.
The odds are
Hopefully.
slightly more in your favor.
What about you just turn all those ones into successes, and we can just go with that. We don't even have to roll again.
Sounds perfect. Sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
We all agree, so we do it.
It's definitely how games work.
Oh.
I rolled worse.
And the only successes you have are 6s. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay.
Well, you should definitely spend a fate. Oh, wait.
Wrong game.
Well,
Okay.
I can't use secret leadership because it's got to be on someone else.
Yeah. So I think the dice have spoken. And while Captain Cyrus Vance fights valiantly for the lady's love, Flint is used, proves too powerful. His magic is too strong. Is much better with the sword than Kale, first and foremost. Is much better than Cyrus could have expected. So at this temple in the middle of the remnants, Flint strikes the noble Cyrus Vance down.
Can I do one thing? Can I just
Mhm.
as Flynn strikes, like it would have like been blocked off by the armor, but at that moment, like the armor, like I just like close my hand and all the magic that I cast on him just like fades.
Ooh.
And like just like completely stone faced, and for that split second, like we make eye contact as the blade like goes in. And that's me severing my relationship with Captain Vance.
Harsh jokes.
Dang.
Okay.
And Snargle's like, I guess that makes you the captain now.
Yes, it does. And also I've completed my mission.
Captain Kale. I take the captain's hat off of his still cooling corpse and just like arm stretch up to put on Kale's head.
I hold up my hand. I'm like, unlike some, I don't need a hat to show I'm the captain.
Sweet, no hat.
Do you mind if I have a moment?
Yeah.
Good.
As I'm like, they're grasping for, I don't know that kill.
No, you do. I dropped it. It was very, like, you felt the magics fade from you.
Okay. I'm, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to put begging Kale over as I'm like, I'm sitting there just choking up blood.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, mentioned she's the new captain. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I just like, just don't make the same mistakes I did. And I hand him my sword. Like, and I just like.
I take the sword and then I just stab you again.
And I just smile and I go, and I just smile with a tear runs down my eye.
Yeah, and like there's like a single tear in my eye, but it doesn't fall. It's just there.
Shimmering.
Yeah, just shimmering eyes.
Okay.
And I think, you know, right as your last
Betraying my
breath
captain.
is rattling out of your chest, I come over and bend down, brush your cheek, and whisper, I'm sorry. Politics is a bloody business. And I'll kiss the other cheek.
Sweet.
Oh.
But I'm dead.
Oh.
So.
And then I turn around and I slash at Flint.
What?
You jump on the captain, I slash at Flint.
Well, okay. I mean, if we're gonna bring it forward,
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I mean,
because that was the mission, to get you to marry Flint, and I'm gonna stick with that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay on mission.
Unless like you give me an eye, unless you're like, I'm sorry, and then you look up and you're like,
No. The circumstances are, of course, quite sad, but congratulations, Captain Arkham. I hope that in the future we will find that we shall continue to be fast friends and do great things together.
I'm sure our relationship will be extensive and profitable.
Excellent.
You just drub your fingers.
Oh no! So I am going to. I want to take my last key of banter to give myself an advance, and as I put on the hat and I'm gonna take mimic shape, and I'm gonna stand up looking just like Cyrus Vance. all good. Perfect.
Yeah, I look at you and I'm like, it suits you. And co-captain is always better, just in case something happens to one of us. And I look down at the former captain, shake my head.
You pull the sword out.
Yeah.
I think that's the end because I need to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we all need to go.
Yeah.
We have places to be.
Hooray!
So
well done, everyone.
Yeah.
That was definitely fun. I enjoyed myself. Honestly.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was
sorry,
awesome.
I betrayed you
Use
again.
the dice. No, I am not mad at all. That was awesome. Good RP.
Yeah.
Gene, you were awesome. Kelsa.
Thank you for letting me play. Super fun.
Thank you for joining us. You're
Glad to have you.
That's great. So, Kelsa, why don't I ask you first? What cool things have you been up to on the internet?
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa. Here on Twitch and YouTube, it's Kelsa Delphi, all one word, run together. I play in role-playing games, obviously this one. And then later this evening at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be over on Tuxterdomus's channel for Play to Find Out Longfall, which is an open legend game where I am an adorable owl cat cop who just one-shotted the final boss last week on accident. So I don't know where that's going right now because I may have thrown all of the GM plans under the bus. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
The fall of your GM plans.
I'm looking forward to it. Then on Saturdays, my own channel is Love and Banterville, which is a long-form game of Mobile Zero Firebrands, and Umbra is on that as well. It's a lot of fun.
Speaking of killing the final boss.
Yeah, we keep speaking of killing the final. You are the final boss, and we killed you, but you came back better than ever. Yeah, and that's a lot of fun. Also, starting very soon, back on Tuxterdomus' channel in the middle of the day, we're going to be playing some Scum and Villainy, and I'm looking forward to that a lot. And then in the evenings at 5 p.m. Pacific on Saturdays, I'm over on AP Gaming Reels channel where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. The game is called Winter's Edge, The Grand Company. We're mixing 5e and kingdom building. And we don't have any DPS. It is 2 sorcerers, a bard, and a paladin. Lots of charisma going on though, which makes sense for running a country, I think.
Yeah.
So
good times. You don't need much DPS for running a country. America.
Well, it's also still D&D, so that's me. Those are my things. Follow me in the places. I love doing funny voices. All of my characters each have a unique voice. I'm really looking forward to debuting in Magic Dance, which is the Scum and Villainy game, because I'm going to be a glorpy alien that has a weird glorp voice that it's going to take some time for the other PCs to not laugh at me every time I do it, and I'm really excited about making everybody break. So that's my favorite part.
It's a lot of games.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure. So, Adasser, once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad I could show up. Yeah. My information, my deets, as the kids, nobody says, is a Dazer on Twitter and YouTube. My YouTube is and Patreon is sort of being revamped. I do illustrations. I work with miniatures. I'm also going to be live streaming art for the next few days on the Posh Panda on Twitch, and I'll be doing magical items and a bunch of stuff like that. I'm also on RPG Labs on Mondays at 11 a.m. PDT at Call of Cthulhu, and Fridays we're restarting at 10 a.m. PDT a D&D Pirates game. We just got off doing a Well, we did Maid, and then we did a couple of weeks of RPG, Apocalypse World, and then it kind of fell apart. But we're back in the classics: Dungeons and Dragons, Pirates. It's gonna be great. No, sweet.
Very cool.
Cool.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Leo, pleasure having you on. What have you been up to on?
Well,
you got
pretty
some
much
YouTube stuff,
mostly doing this stuff, but I do play on Sundays. You can look me up on my Twitter at wizarddaughter.com. All my YouTube for Pathfinder is there. DM Pathfinder, and then I'm Sundays here with the rest of the guys. Never get to see any girls, so those girls kind of threw me off on my game, so apologize for everybody for that.
Genders are hard. It's fine.
That's okay. I should have always asked what their gender identity.
That's okay.
That's my bad. Anyways, but thank you very much. Pleasure working with you, Elsa and Umbra and Desert. You guys were great. Excellent RP.
And dealer Umbra.
Hi.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for running.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for playing, everyone. This game's always a blast. It's always so interesting to see what people do with it. Like I've played it 3 times now, and it's been very different each time. Yeah, it's just cool to see. Cool to see what people do with it. I'm taking some notes because as we've been hinting, we're going to do a Blades campaign in the future, set in the Wild Blue with the regular Fates crew, Fated Worlds crew. Once we all get back from vacations and the like. So I've been taking a lot of notes. So I think we're definitely gonna see Velasque again at some point. And the Plague Birds. I think Michael Clark Duncan's going to be my canon Vance. I just love that image. And yeah, I think the White Thorns might get a slightly bigger role in the future. Please like seeing that the whole interplay come out with the House's Noble.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise you can find me mostly here these days. I also play over on Kelsey's channel, as she hinted at, on Saturdays. We play just a really nice robot. Doesn't do any bad things. That also happens to work for a company that just wants to help people out. We just good folks all around. Last night we had
Murdered for no reason.
Kindness and honesty.
Last week we killed feudalism, which was fun. I look forward to seeing what the new Republic of Bentrol is going to be like. And yeah, that's me. Twitch, Twitter, Dealer Rumba. I don't do much myself these days because life is hard. But I'll get there eventually once it gets life in order. But yeah, that's me. I'm very glad to be here.
Cool. Thanks again. And thank you to everybody watching. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you like this podcast, you can find me here or on YouTube at youtube.com/c/RPGlory. I'll be back on Saturday to continue to hack my Powered by the Apocalypse epic sci-fi transhumanist thing. And then on Sunday, we're gonna at 4 p.m. Pacific, we're gonna be trying out Spirit of 77, which is another Powered by the Apocalypse hack by I heard an interview by the creator, but don't remember their name at present, I apologize. But I'm looking forward to it. It seems really cool. And I think that's it. Thanks again, everybody.